Шановні колеги, учасники і учасниці нашої конференції «Юліт з Європою». Добігає до свого кінця її перший день, і ми сьогодні з вами подивилися на українські...
Dear colleagues and participants of the first day, we had a chance to look into EU experience, how to attract projects, how to involve businesses on site at local level, how to involve people with special needs in your projects, about social inclusion. And now it's time to draw conclusions from day one, and let me welcome Andrej, HORVAT, GZT Program Director. Dear Andrej, today we've heard a lot about attempts and initiatives launched in Ukraine, about friendship ties fostered between Ukrainian municipalities and European ones. We heard advice from the Polish expert, how things could be done better, but still Ukraine has an experience of its own. I do know that in due time you were the state secretary in Slovenia. You also were at various positions dedicated to the promotion of Euro integration in cooperation with different countries. In your view, which institutions Ukraine should have to foster this local development, to make it even more efficient?
Nina, for this question. Yes, I mean, I'm really privileged that I can work for ULEAD with Europe program here. And that the Ukrainian government decided to accept the help and assistance of the European member states and of the European Union for this assistance. I mean, the institutional setup, organization, how the government is organized, how the national level is organized, how the regional level is organized, and then how the local level is organized. So the vertical is very important. And these all levels have to have a good capacities. They have to have a good administration. So good projects, so-called good investment projects, are not coming from the computers. I mean, today we are sitting in the online version, but the investment projects have to be prepared by the real people with the experience. So therefore it is important, like we could listen to Piotr Żuwer today, so the Polish experience is very important because Poland is a big country, new member states in 2004 of the European Union, and they have to restructure the country and to adapt to the new circumstances. And the new circumstances were, I mean, it is not anymore waiting for Warsaw for instructions, or like now with the decentralization reform, we know that it's not only waiting for instructions from Kiev, but people have to think and they have to develop their own capacities and they have to develop their or contribute to development of their own life. We could listen to the Deputy Minister Ivan Korchovi, who is in charge within the Ministry of Regional Development for dealing with international financial institutions. So you can see on one side we have a great, I would say, supply or potential funds for financing good municipal investment projects. On the other side we have municipalities that are not ready yet to prepare ready-to-go projects. So the term is ready-to-go projects. So the projects that can be financed from different financial institutions, not just foreigner institutions, but also institutions here, I mean, last but not least, to be financed by the government sources.
Thank you so much, Andrej. You also mentioned it, that the projects do not come from the computer. They have to be designed by people with real experience and real capacities. And yes, indeed, today we had lots of people online with their questions on the project they have. What were the gems of those discussions? What was the most interesting for you?
Within this conference, we are trying also to introduce a new format that was running in parallel with the main sessions. These were so-called expert exchange or expert meetings that we are calling very simple ask the expert. Namely, what we see as a You Lead with Europe program, it is that people on the local level, they need very concrete advice, very concrete solution. And also, it is not enough to say, well, you need to have a local development strategy and you have to have a SWOT analysis, you have to have an analytical part and so on. But it is a very concrete question. So, for example, we had 6 sessions that were running parallel. So one was dealing with the cycling infrastructure. So how to organize within the municipality a safe cycling network. So there were very concrete questions from the representatives of municipalities, how to do it, what is the first step, whom to ask, or I don't know, who are the experts. So whom to ask maybe at the ministry, or whom to ask at the oblast level, and so on. So the second was also very concrete, is how to prepare terms of reference, for example, for waste management. So, you know, waste management is one of the crucial challenges, I would say, problems, challenges, it doesn't matter how we are calling this, of this country. So waste collection, waste management, it is something that people would like to, well, this would improve the quality of the life of municipalities if they know how to select the waste, where to bring it, and that they will not have a waste next to their door. So I think that these discussions, they were very fruitful. It was good that there were just not many people participating at these discussions, so people could really ask the experts, and the experts, I believe some of them are also very well known and very experienced and can help also later.
Thank you so much, Andrej. I do hope that really key here is not the quantity, but rather quality. And I do hope that most of our participants, if not all of them, were able to get proper advice on cycling infrastructure, other things. I do hope that it will help our communities become stronger and better well off. Dear friends, I do know that there have been more than 300 of you online. Thank you for being with us. We hope to see you tomorrow as well, because we will be discussing tomorrow very important topics related to digital things. And let me call it a day for now. Let's meet tomorrow at 10 using the same links. Thank you. Goodbye.